Hi, I'm Ian from Go Outdoors. This is Camping Live. I'm going to show you how to put up a big steel poled family tent. This is the Oasis 6 from High Gear, and hopefully it'll show you that with a couple of you, they're not as intimidating a prospect to put up as you think. So first thing you need to do when you've got a tent is just check you've got everything first. So we've got our poles here, there's our tent, and there's a big bag of pegs. Best thing to do with this tent is get your poles all sorted out first before you get your fabric out. The next thing we're going to do is lay the tent out, but once you've laid it out, if you put some of the uprights on one side, some on the others, you'll know you'll be set to go. If it's a little bit breezy, it's a little bit breezy today, it's worth immediately sticking some pegs in. Peg out all four corners, nice and tight. So the tent's now pegged out on all four corners. I'm going to put the middle pole up, and it's going to stand up, and because of the tension coming from the front pegs and the back pegs, that pole will naturally stand up, which you'll see in a minute. So now I'm going to take one of these cross poles and I'm going to put it into the middle of the tent. Take that upright. There's two of you at this point, one of you will be on either side doing this. Down here we've got a pin. Now that's on a bit of webbing there with a slide lock on it. So you just loosen that off as much as you can. That'll make putting the pole in much easier. Slide that round, stick the pin in. And another thing at this point is making sure all the doors are open. If the doors are shut, you're going to form a vacuum inside the tent. You need the air to get inside the tent, so when you lift it up, it inflates. If you have the doors shut, you'll just be pulling and you won't get anywhere. It's a really easy tip and it makes putting your tent up much easier. Mike, you going to buy me a pint after this? Probably not. Okay, thanks. Okay, so you can see the tent's basically up now. So I'm going to get all the clips put on now. Start getting some guy lines in case the wind picks up. You don't want your tent to start flopping about. Make sure the guy lines are around the back of where the clips go. At the bottom of the tent there are slide lock tensioners. Give them a pull. That's just going to pull the legs in and make sure the tent's nice and taut. So at this point you just want to check that it's all looking straight, which it is. If it was all looking a bit saggy, it means that when you've initially pegged it out, you probably haven't given it enough tension. So what you can do is make sure that's securely pegged in and just walk everything back, pulling the tension. What you'll find is when you get to your back corner, which I have done here, you can probably get a little bit more tension into that. And now I'm going to stick out all the guy lines. With the guy lines, you don't want to pull it really tight on one side because you'll distort it like that. So just put them out loosely. They've got adjusters, you can adjust them up tighter later on. Guy lines don't need to be like guitar strings. Okay, on the back of the tent, you've got some really important guy lines because that's going to hold all the tension of the tent up. This one being the main one. And you'll see on the top of the roof when I pull this one, if you've got space, don't be afraid to pull it really far out. But this will just give the tent loads of tension. Okay, so in this tent, you can see bedroom's already pre-attached because we've used this tent before. When you get it new, the bedrooms won't be, but they just simply click in. There's colour-coded markers and they just hook on. Once you've used the tent once, there's no need to take those bedrooms out. So I've just pitched the High Gear Oasis 6 steel pole tent. Took me about 25 minutes on my own, which isn't too bad. The same principles apply to pitching all tunnel tents. Peg out all four corners, put your middle pole in, get that up. The tension will hold the pole up. Work your way along, get all the poles in, get your guy lines out, have a look round, make sure it looks neat and tidy, sit down, have a beer, turn the barbecue on, relax, have a good time. This has been Camping Live. I'm Ian. Happy camping. Cheers.